I did a recently Bollywood movie, so मैंने देखा कि उनका ये डिमांड था कि आपको बेली डांस करना है, बट लेकिन बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग पे। मैंने बोला नो।
And automatically, when strangers have supported you, strangers have supported me more than people who knew me from so many years. And that is the similar pattern that happens in your life or any business that you're dealing with.
A sense of community, a sense of connection is so important that in isolation, a human being cannot survive.
People think belly dance is just, a little bit of filmy or what we see in Bollywood, most of the movies, but it's not like that. There is so much to the art form. There are so many styles of belly dancing. There is a whole history behind it.
Men sitting and then women is dancing, and it's only under the context of, okay, she's going to seduce the man.
Hey everyone, good evening. This is Vinith Dcosta. Back again for another podcast at Wealth Code with Dr. Vinith Dcosta. Today we have got three amazing artists with us, three amazing belly dancers, namely Rahul Gupta from Delhi, Rhea from Bangalore, Sharlaine Sequeira from Mangalore. Welcome, and I'm very happy to have you guys at the VD and Associates studio today. So I think the heat of the moment is Kudla Afla right now. I was also one of the attendees of this workshop, really enjoyed it. My team has enjoyed it. So Sharlaine, you have anything to say on this? About the event and the outcome of this event? What did you really like about it? How was the response overall?
Well, my whole intention, Vinith, of doing Kudla Hafla is to just bring awareness of belly dance to Mangalore. Because as you know, it's still a stigma about what belly dance is and everything. So the whole intention of doing Kudla Hafla is to just bring, all the artists together. And also actually the word Hafla is actually, it means a party, like a celebration.
Okay.
Where belly dancers come together.
So it's like a Kudla party.
Yeah, sort of.
Right.
Dancers come together and
Yes.
we perform for one another. So
Right.
I created that concept just like an annual showcase for my students to come and perform.
Amazing.
This year we did it on a bigger scale. We had
Yes.
Rahul Gupta and
Amazing.
Rahul and Rhea as well to support me on this.
Right.
And I think the outcome was very successful.
Superb, and we can really understand the outcome. Three of you all are here. I think Payal is the only one missing, right? So that itself shows how good the event was, and I'm really happy to have you guys and have you all in my podcast today. Thank you again. Right, so we'll just start from Sharlaine itself, since she is the Mangalore's first belly dance instructor. That's a proud thing as a Mangalorean. Getting something like this, which is very unique, which requires a lot of courage and requires support, right? For whatever you do, it's very we actually do not get support at the beginning. Until we start, until we prove, until we move one step ahead, then people come and support you. At the initial stages, people actually do not support, but then I'm definitely sure you have also come a long way in your journey. And talking about this Kudla Afla, this was the second event, it was not the first event again. So I'm definitely sure that is also going in a very, very, very good path, right? So how can I know more about how did this entire concept of Shimmy Lane start, and how did this belly dance actually become your heartbeat?
So actually Shimmy Lane, interestingly, was actually supposed to be a stage name for me.
Okay.
It was never supposed to be an academy. I was just playing around with names. And so Lane is actually part of Sharlaine, and Shimmy is a dance step.
Yeah.
So I just combined the two together, and I was just calling myself Shimmy Lane and stuff like that.
I also called you Shimmy Lane one day by mistakenly.
People just know me as Shimmy Lane. So I mean, so the whole idea, I was always fascinated with belly dance from a very young age. I think most of my students, or even like my other peers, we all grew up watching Shakira. I think that was the initial influence. But over the years, once I attended workshops by different artists and everything, I came to know there's so much more to the art form. And then I thought, let me bring it to our city, since there is nobody here. Let me educate girls on this art form. And I never knew that I would actually take it full time until last year in April, when I decided to take the leap and just transition and just start it as a side hustle. But
Wow.
now, fast forward to today, where it's like my full-time passion.
Amazing. We are really happy to know this, Sharlaine, because like I told you, right, to take the first step is always difficult, you know, until you get that mindset. And if you have to go full on this, it's do or die, right? And if you have taken that initiative to create something out of it, I can say that it requires guts, it requires inner belief, right? And you have to motivate yourself every day. No one's going to come and motivate you that you need to do something big in belly dance, because first of all, in a place like Mangalore, we definitely know Mangalore is a smart city, and you're getting a more smarter thing in Mangalore. So again, kudos. And so this is how the entire Shimmy Lane was formed, what I just got to know from you. Rhea, right? The viewers should know that she's not just a dancer, she's also a healer, right? You're a mind coach. You do a lot of things, in relation to therapy. I can say you're a multitasker, right? All-rounder. And it's more like I'm not just hearing from a dancer right now, I'm hearing from a person who's done a lot of research in other areas and is combining this with dance. So you're getting the entire evolution in dance. I think that's more important. So can you tell me more about this, Rhea?
Okay, so basically how you mentioned, right, that I have different aspects into my
Yes.
dancing. It's not something that I came up with. Bodies are meant to move, bodies
Right.
are meant to heal themselves, and it's innate quality of the body to remember how to heal itself.
Right.
So movement through yoga, be it belly dancing, be it any kind of dancing, movement, breath work, these all bring us closer to our own body's self. And in this time and age where we live in such a hustle bustle world, there's so much of stimulation around, a lot of distraction, a lot of kids are having health issues. Even I, as a child, I was very introvert, and belly dancing came into my life as a way of connecting to my own self. And that is when I realized that a sense of community, a sense of connection is so important that in isolation a human being cannot survive. And that's how,
Very true.
yeah, and that's how my interest in psychology developed. I learned, I did my training in somatic experiencing. Basically, I work more with people who have chronic stress. They have ailments, they have issues in their bodies, but there is no physical cause of it. It is because of certain emotions, it is because of certain thought patterns, and the body knows how to heal itself. We just lose touch with our bodies. And belly dancing is amazing. It has transformed my life, and through my own studies, and I will forever continue to study this subject because it's fantastic.
Amazing. Thank you, Rhea. It was so nice to hear from you. Just to add on one thing, earlier days learning was an essential process.
Yeah.
Today learning is a survival process, right? If you do not learn, you cannot survive in this world. And I really like that point you said, that I will continue learning.
Yeah.
We are all learners, because see, even in trading, I can connect this to trading and what we are doing, right? People consider, your calls are so accurate, they really fan base you, and you get all that. But then what I tell people is, I'm still a learner, right? I'm better than who I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, but tomorrow I have to be again better than the next day. So you need to understand that it is a pattern, and I really like this. Second thing that I can easily understand from you is, you're talking about positivity, right? You spoke about thought patterns. You spoke about stress people have in their life, can be for any reasons, X, Y, Z, right? But when you start thinking positive, when you start aligning that with the right patterns, definitely sure you're gonna achieve anything in this world. I read a book recently, and the book actually said, universe has everything. You just have to know the right way to take it, right? And love is the only thing, or the only language in the world that works. It is so beautiful, right? Love is the only language in the world that works. And I think it is true. If you do anything in this world with love, that's where the result is gonna come. Be it a doctor, be it an engineer, be it a belly dancer, be it a trader, do anything, do it with love. And that's very important. Really, it was a very good discussion, very much insightful, and our viewers are definitely gonna like it. So we have got another amazing hottest Shimmy King with us, and this is Mr. Rahul Gupta, who is a well-known celebrity, well-known dancer, who is the founder of RG School of Raqs, right? He's got a own academy in Delhi, and again, welcome Rahul, welcome to our show again.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. So Rahul, a male belly dancer, right? When you got that freedom to go out, when you did your first performance, were you nervous or were you confident? What was your entire outlook from being the male belly dancer?
When I go for the very first performance, I feel like I'm going for a युद्ध.
Okay, war.
वॉर, क्योंकि मुझे लड़ना आता है हर किसी चीज़ों से, चाहे वो समय हो, चाहे वो समय के साथ चलने वाली चीज़ें हो, उनके साथ मुझे लड़ना बहुत अच्छे से आता है। जब मैं पहली बार स्टेज पे गया, मैंने देखा कि लोग मुझे पहले ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक ऐसे निहारते हैं कि इंसान है, गुड्डा है या गुड़िया है, लड़का है या लड़की है, हिजड़ा है या छक्का है, गे है या क्या है। पहले लोग मुझे ऐसे देखते हैं, फिर उसके बाद मेरी परफॉर्मेंस को जज करते हैं। तो जब मैं परफॉर्म करता हूँ ना, उनका ये सारा जो क्वेश्चन मार्क होता है वो खत्म हो जाता है तब जब वो मेरी परफॉर्मेंस देख करके खुश हो जाते हैं। मैंने देखा कि लोग मेरी परफॉर्मेंस देखने के बाद दे फील हील्ड, दे फील एंटरटेन्ड, दे फील एनर्जेटिक, दे फील रिफ्रेश, बिकॉज आई व्हेनेवर डांस I feel like I have to make them feel comfortable. I have to make them feel dancing. Whenever I dance, I feel like they have to dance as well, because they are not just coming to watch my performance. They have to enjoy so that they can also try at their home. This is how I inspire people, and I feel like उनको भी ट्राई करना चाहिए और समझना चाहिए कि मुझे ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक आप ताड़ रहे हो, उससे अच्छा मेरे आर्ट को देखो। Instead of knowing my background or my bedroom story, आप मेरे काम को देखो जो मैं करके जा रहा हूँ। Whatever I am showing myself in front of the camera or in front of the curtain, you have to see that first. Wow. This is how I.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Guys, the viewers, very important thing to understand from here. Rahul, मैं हिंदी में 50% बात कर सकता हूँ, उतना अच्छा fluency नहीं है मेरा हिंदी में, but this is not a joke, guys. Understand, when we are viewers, right, we like to objectify things. I think that's the most important thing, and which is by general, I would consider 50% तो human tendency ही वही है. But Rahul, जो आपने ये बात बोला था ना, other than looking at me from top to down, if you guys actually realize the importance of this art, what I am doing, right, I think that would be better. वो बहुत ही important, बहुत ही strong point था, और इसमें इसी sentence से आपका जो seriousness मुझे दिख रहा है towards your passion, towards what you are doing. और you're a mentor right now. मुझे मालूम है कि बहुत लोगों को आपने already train कर चुके हैं, maybe male, maybe female, but you are creating an impact in the society. और एक ही बात है, आप continue कर लो, definitely you are growing, you will still grow. और ये जो mindset है ना, हर बार आपके पास रखो, क्योंकि हम जो भी चीज करते हैं criticism तो आएगा. In every business, might be trading, might be dancing, criticism is always welcome. But let them run their mouths, you run your business. वही mentality से हम लोग will go forward. And I saw your performance the other day and I was mesmerized. Especially the way you ended the performance. Definitely we'll be showing the clips, some of the clips in the background, and really very good, man. So thank you for answering this question in a very nice way. So Shimmy Lane, the next question is for you. Founding Shimmy Lane in Mangalore, such a gutsy move, right? What was that I will do it no matter what moment for you?
I think a little bit of everything, in the sense like there wasn't one particular moment that fueled that particular dream. I think it was something I always was passionate about, and thing I would say that really motivated me was the support from my mom, and even my dad when he was alive as well. So I think that's what's really important, when you have that support from your family to push you towards your dream. That just makes it even more motivating. And it's easier too. So so there wasn't just one moment. It was just like with their support and their help that brought me here, I would say, to that stage as well. Like it's really nice and very rewarding.
So collection of different important moments
Exactly.
got you closer to your dreams.
Yes.
We can put it that way. Yeah, like see, when I tell that it was a gutsy move, what I mean is, yes, what were those challenges what you have faced initially? Like, you know, some kind of challenges when you just started it. What was the exact challenge that you faced initially?
I think a lot of people were just a little not concerned, but they were just, you know, curious as to what is it all about. Is it fitness? So I had to explain, you know, a little bit about the history. So I started with a lot of workshops. So I used to go around to a lot of places. At least I remember initially the whole of last year, almost every month I used to do 2 workshops in different places around Mangalore just to raise awareness.
And Manipal also, if I know.
Manipal came later.
Okay.
But before it was just Mangalore, and just to bring the word out about belly dance, because there's a whole, people think belly dance is just, you know, a little bit of filmy or what we see in Bollywood, most of the movies, but it's not like that. There is so much to the art form. There are so many styles of belly dancing. There is a whole history behind it. So this is what I educate my students also about, tell them about, you know, everything from A to Z basically. And there's like a whole structured syllabus. So people think they come, they do like a shimmy or a step and they go. So there is like, you know, levels, and there is a whole, you know, structure for it where they can come, and it's basically for every age group as well.
Okay.
So that's also.
So you said shimmies. Shimmy is basically like what exact step is shimmy? Like any step that you do with the belly is called a shimmy.
So any fast-paced movement, there are different kinds of shimmies, but the most common one is the knee shimmy that we do.
Okay.
So that's like the most common one, I would say. Like.
So maybe later we can, you can definitely show it to us, and we can practice it a little. Okay. So cool. So you told about, we spoke about the support from your parents, which definitely made this easier for you. Challenges. Maybe you spoke about challenges, taking it in a positive way, doing workshops in different places, giving awareness to people, but you would not directly frame it as challenge, you would consider it as curiosity, because people were unsure what you're exactly doing. You know, what is this new thing, you know, and something like that. But then, so you have put in a lot of time and efforts to make people understand what is it, right? So that itself is the answer. And okay, so this is something that you have found out. Coming to Rhea again, right? We'll definitely not go in one order. We'll again change the order, right? So it doesn't be, it is not the same thing. But then again, so Rhea, we spoke about, I would consider and I would relate to energies that you spoke about in the last, this thing. So what was that, for example, like when you're dancing, right? There are different moves. How can you say that, like for example, there is feminine energy, and when you're comparing psychology with dancing, what was the biggest benefit that you got out of it, and how can you put more insight on feminine energy and how we should look into it?
Okay, so I think the biggest milestone for me was I could see myself transform in ways where, as a society and as in when we grow up, there are a lot of conditioning that we go through. There are a lot of things that impact us negatively. There's a lot of trauma that a person goes through. And when I mean by trauma, it doesn't mean it has to be like a very big catastrophic event, like, like an earthquake or something. An excess of anything or very little of something can cause a person trauma. Exactly. Okay, so I'm talking in those terms. And as a woman and as human beings, we go through so many conditionings over so many years, right? And when I started belly dancing, I was a very closed up personality because I didn't feel safe enough in my body. My environment, for some reason, it was very unsafe for me to just be who I was. And with belly dancing, what happened is eventually, because I started settling inside my body so much, I started feeling more confident. I started seeing myself change in so many ways. The way I think changed, the way I moved changed, the way I spoke changed. So it is transformative in a lot of ways. And as a teacher, there is one beautiful thing that I've noticed. Everybody who comes into a belly dancing class, if you ask them how did you reach here, they will have this answer that it just felt like a calling. We just ended up in belly dancing, so belly dancing in that way, it's one of the most feminine dance forms because it involves a lot of movement of the pelvic. And pelvic region is the most, like, it's the sign of fertility.
Right.
Okay, there are some stories which dates back to how belly dancing was considered as a fertility ritual. It's not in entirety the only truth, but moving your pelvic region, it releases a lot of stored energies in the body. Somatically also, hips are the kind of drawer of your emotions. Whatever you don't express, that gets stored in the hips. And as Shimmy Lane said, that shimmy is the movement that we spoke about, right? So in my studies of PTSD, even animals, you will see animals shaking.
Okay.
Shimmy is the most natural way of a human.
Okay, what did you say again? Sorry to interrupt. What did you say? Study of your?
It's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. I saw that in your profile.
Yeah.
But study of animals.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you find out?
See, this PTSD is something which has to do with nervous system regulation.
Okay.
And obviously, in human beings are much more complicated.
Right.
Okay, so there were studies done on animals, and we saw how animals regulate themselves.
Wow.
Shimmying is the way that they regulated themselves. Anything that happened, like they either get into a freeze mode or a flight mode. Even you will see a dog, when they get too excited, they'll come play with you, and when they are done, they'll walk away, they'll do like this, and then they will regulate themselves. So shimmying is one of the most natural way of regulating oneself, and belly dancing is feminine in its way because it is associated with intuition. It is bringing yourself back into your own body, remembering how to regulate. It's just the body has to remember. Nobody is a healer. Everybody, like, I am not a healer. I don't go on healing people. But I feel like it's my job or my responsibility as someone who has studied enough to make people remember that you are in itself your healer because you have a body. You just have to remember.
Wow, amazing, right? So you believe in people around you should know what you're doing, and you try to get these positive thoughts in them so that they try to change themselves and get into the right path, right? And like you said, see, in whatever you do, it can be counseling, it can be psychology. When you talk more, when you understand their problems, another person feels better and they get the right solution for that. So it was definitely a lot of insightful things you spoke about, even about the animals moving, and I think this is something that our viewers also will get to learn a lot about the dance form plus the history behind it, which you rightly said. So I saw that you have got good awards on national as well as international stages. What was your feeling after receiving it?
I always feel very grateful when I receive any awards, and I am a huge fan of competition because in the introduction, as you said, it's me versus the previous version of me, and I'm a huge believer of that. Every time I step on a stage,
there is no competition.
There is no competition. I'm not competing against my peers. I'm not competing against other dancers. I am going there competing against myself. Wow. And if in that process, if my hard work did pay off, I will receive a physical manifestation of that hard work that I can keep it in my house. Else, it's a learning experience. Maybe there was somebody else who had worked on themselves more than me. So everybody deserves appreciation, recognition.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you for your answer. So Rahul, like again, you spoke about your areas, the places where you have performed shows, right? You're a part of India's Got Talent also, which is a great thing, which our viewers should know. Can you tell me, out of all your stage shows, right, which reaction from the audience is still, you can still remember that reaction? You felt very happy about it and it is still staying with you. Can you explain which stage it was and what was that reaction? What was that lovely reaction that you have received from any of the audience that is still within you and you still remember it every single day?
Yeah, there is one stage show I did in Mumbai. There is one lady, she came to me and she said ki after watching you perform live, I feel like I can tell my uh, boy, my kid to dance like you.
Wow.
That was the best moment of my life till now. And she said कि कल को अगर मेरा लड़का भी बेली डांसर बनता है ना, तो मैं सबसे ज़्यादा प्राउड फील करूंगी।
Wow.
और मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी होगी कि वो आपकी तरह अगर नाचे तो।
Super.
दिस वाज द बेस्ट मोमेंट ऑफ माय लाइफ एज परफॉर्मर। आई फील लाइक मेरा बेली डांसर बनना आई थिंक सक्सेसफुल हो गया ये सुनने के बाद, क्योंकि
Wow.
एक टाइम था आज से 15 से 16 साल पहले जहाँ लड़का अगर बेली डांस कर ले तो लोगों को वो मतलब पसंद नहीं आता है, गवारा नहीं होता है। And the city I'm coming from, like I'm coming from the city called Delhi NCR Gurgaon, which is also touched with Haryana. So Haryana में people call नचनिया भांड एंड पता नहीं क्या क्या to the dancers, क्योंकि वहाँ पर सिर्फ एक डांस होता है, वो है हरियाणवी folk और some like you know traditional art form. But doing something like this with crop top and skirt, that is something different for the people and very abnormal for them to see myself like that. So ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि शायद वो जो दिन था, वो जो स्टेज था, और वो हरियाणवी लेडी थी, यू नो द बेस्ट पार्ट वाज हरियाणवी लेडी शी वाज, एंड शी सेड कि मेरा बेटा भी अगर तुम्हारे साथ तुम्हारे जैसा डांस करेगा तो शायद मेरे को बहुत अच्छा महसूस होगा, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगा कि तुमने डांस किया तो मुझे डांस करने का मन कर गया। दैट वाज द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ माय परफॉर्मेंस टिल नाउ।
माइंड ब्लोइंग राहुल, बहुत खुश हुआ है सुन के। मुझे लग रहा है कि जब लोगों ने आपको ऐसे बोला और लोग इस डांस को इस तरह कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, आपने आपके मुंह से उन लोगों को जवाब नहीं दिया है।
कभी नहीं।
आपका डांस से यू हैव गिवन देम द रिप्लाई। वो एक बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है जो मैं अभी महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि दैट सक्सेस इज अचीव्ड। यू फेल दैट ओके, ये जो मैंने किया है इसका पर्पस अभी मुझे दिख रहा है। आई कैन सी द रिजल्ट्स फ्रंट ऑफ मी। अमेजिंग अमेजिंग। सो मिस्टर राहुल, द फाउंडर ऑफ पोशाक रैक्स, राइट, हाउ डिड दिस कॉस्ट्यूम डिजाइन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ योर आर्टिस्टिक आइडेंटिटी?
I think this is a very big and important story which I would love to tell you because जब मैंने बेली डांस शुरू किया, आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम द वेरी मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, जहाँ पर पढ़ने लिखने को मिल जाए वही बहुत है। आप डांस कर रहे हो बिल्कुल गवारा नहीं होगा पेरेंट्स को, वो कहेंगे कि तुम्हें अगर डांस करना है तो पहले खुद कमाओ, खुद करो, फिर डांस करना। हाँ, तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने अपनी जर्नी शुरू की एज अ डांसर। लाइक 13 साल की उम्र में आई स्टार्ट अर्निंग। मैं जिस स्कूल में पढ़ाता था उसी स्कूल में मैं डांस टीचर बना। उसी स्कूल में मैंने डांस टीचर बना। मेरा फर्स्ट शो मैंने खुद का एनुअल शो करवाया, अपने स्कूल का एनुअल शो खुद से कोरियोग्राफ करके, एंड माय सैलरी वाज 2500। इट वाज जस्ट 16 years back, 2500
per month?
Yes,
per month.
Yes.
Okay.
हाँ, तो उस सैलरी से मैंने अपनी पहले क्लास की फीस जुगाड़ किया। जुगाड़ करने के बाद मैंने सीखा। फिर मैंने जब सीखने के बाद देखा कि ठीक है, मैं सीख रहा हूँ, लेकिन सीखने के साथ साथ मैंने देखा कि यहाँ पे कॉस्ट्यूम भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जब आप स्टेज पे जा रहे हो, यू कैन गो लाइक दिस, लाइक रैंडमली। आप क्लास में अलग तरीके से हो, लेकिन आप जब स्टेज पे जा रहे हो तो यू शुड लुक डिफरेंट। बट आई डोंट हैव दैट मनी टू कलेक्ट एंड मेक दोज 50,000 कॉस्ट्यूम एंड 1 lakh रुपीज ऑफ कॉस्ट्यूम। तो फिर मैंने क्या किया, मतलब सिंपल से मार्केट, लाइक देयर इज अ वेरी बिग मार्केट इन दिल्ली कॉल्ड सरोजिनी नगर।
यस, मैं गया हूँ।
सरोजिनी के कपड़े पहन के जाती मैडम डिस्को। यस, so that market is my only place जहाँ पर मैं जाता था, और लाइक सस्ते टॉप्स एंड स्कर्ट मैंने खरीदे। एक मैंने खरीद करके और एक शो किया। शो करने के बाद मैंने देखा कि देयर इज अ वेरी बिग डिजाइनर हु टोल्ड मी कि इतने बड़े शो में तुम ये सस्ते से कपड़े पहन के क्यों आए हो। वो दिन था जब मेरा दिल इतनी बुरी तरीके से टूटा कि इतनी बेइज्जती तो शायद मेरे स्कूल में मैडम ने नहीं करी मेरी।
उसको कैसा मालूम पड़ा कि अपने उधर से लिया है?
बिकॉज ही इज अ वेरी गुड डिजाइनर, नो, ही इज एजुकेटेड इनफ। या उसको पता चल गया देखते कि ये चीप है तो ये महंगा है तो ये ऐसा है। तो जो इंडस्ट्री के डिजाइनर्स होते हैं वो डिस्क्रिमिनेट कर देते हैं आपको कपड़े के क्वालिटी से, कपड़ों के काम से एंड सारी चीजों से। तो फिर उसने मुझे डिस्क्रिमिनेट इस तरीके से किया, मेरा पूरा का पूरा शो उसने खराब कर दिया, सिर्फ ये शब्द बोल के कि तुम ये इतने सस्ते से कपड़े कहाँ से खरीद के लाए हो, ये कोई शो, ये इतना बड़ा शो है उसमें तुम इतने सस्ते कपड़े पहन रहे हो। वो टाइम था तब मैंने डिसाइड किया कि आज तो इस इंसान ने बोल दिया, लेकिन आज के बाद कोई मुझे ना बोले, इसीलिए मैंने खुद अपने कपड़े हाथ से सिल के, बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव दैट स्टिचिंग मशीन, यू नो। सो मेरी मम्मी की एक पुरानी मशीन हुआ करती थी, मेरी मम्मी को शादी में मिली थी, मेरी मम्मी अपने घर लेके आई थी वो हाथ वाली मशीन। उसके साथ मैंने नॉर्मल से, मेरे को आता भी नहीं था सिलना, जैसे तैसे, ताकि अगर बस मेरी बॉडी पे जाए तो वो सुंदर लगे, स्टेज प्रेजेंस सुंदर आए। तो मैंने हाथों से सिलना शुरू किया। पहले तो मैं स्टिच करके ही कपड़े बनाता था अपने हाथों से, देन वो मशीन से मैंने देखा कि मुझे चलाना आ गया, बिकॉज मम्मी सिल रही है तो मम्मी के देख करके मुझे सीखना आ गया। फिर उसके बाद मैंने जब सिला, मैंने देखा कि हाँ ये तो बड़ा सुंदर लग रहा है। तो फिर आई डिसाइड टू गो फॉर फैशन कॉलेज, कि मुझे फैशन इतना सीखना है कि अगर मैं कोई कपड़े पहनूं या बनाऊं तो सामने वाला इस पे क्वेश्चन ना कर दे कि ये तुमने क्या पहना है। देन आई वेंट टू फैशन कॉलेज, देन आई एजुकेट माई सेल्फ, आई ग्रेजुएट फ्रॉम फैशन, एंड देन आई
ग्रेजुएट मतलब आपका डिग्री आपने फैशन में किया था? ओके ओके।
देन उसके बाद आई डिसाइड कि अब ये समय मेरा ऐसा है कि मैं ये सेम चीज दूसरों के लिए भी सोचूं, क्योंकि अगर मैं ऐसा हूँ, मेरे साथ ऐसा हो रहा है इंडिया में रह करके, इंडिया की 99.9% population want a good belly dance costume,
right.
but they don't have that much of budget to get
right.
all of this. तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं खुद का एक ऐसा ब्रांड बनाऊंगा जिसमें उनको अपने मनपसंद के कपड़े मिलेंगे और बिल्कुल उस रेंज में मिलेंगे जिस रेंज में वो लोग खरीद के पहन सकते हैं। So that was the time and that's my all idea behind making and creating Poshake Raqs worldwide. Now my brand is globally, and recently I announced this in global. So I feel like this was the nice move and the nice idea to pursue this and to help this people, like most people, to wear this kind of costume and उनको इस तरीके से help करना। I think मेरे लाइफ का एक ऐसा पार्ट बन गया जहाँ पर मैं आज भी अगर कोई क्लाइंट्स आता है मैं उसको बोलता हूँ कि आप पहले अपना रिक्वायरमेंट बताओ, उस हिसाब से आई कैन मेक। मेरे पास कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है कि आप इससे नीचे नहीं बना सकते हो या इससे ऊपर नहीं बना सकते हो। हाँ, एक बार को मैं बोल दूंगा इतनी महंगी मैं नहीं बनाऊंगा, लेकिन सस्ते सस्ते में अच्छी सी कॉस्ट्यूम में बना के दे दूंगा, बिकॉज मेरी जो जर्नी है वो आई थिंक काफी लोगों की जर्नी हो सकती है। तो इसीलिए मैं नहीं चाहता किसी की भी लर्निंग, किसी की परफॉर्मेंस, किसी की भी ग्रोथ सिर्फ और सिर्फ कॉस्ट्यूम की वजह से रुक जाए। दैट्स व्हाई आई क्रिएट पोशाके रक्स।
अमेजिंग राहुल, लोग मुझे मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर बोलते हैं, मुझे लग रहा है कि आप मुझे इतना मोटिवेट कर रहे हो। आई थिंक सुपर्ब। और जैसे अगर हमारा व्यूअर्स को भी आपका कॉस्ट्यूम लेना है, डेफिनेटली हम इसको क्लिप में ऐड कर लेंगे सो दैट पीपल कैन सी एंड दे कैन कॉन्टैक्ट यू इफ दे रिक्वायर दिस, तो दे विल डेफिनेटली कॉन्टैक्ट यू। और अगर बैंगलोर से ऑर्डर आ रहे हैं तो आप शिपिंग करेंगे ना?
ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड।
ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। ओके, अमेजिंग अमेजिंग। सो ये जो जर्नी आपने बोला था, कब से स्टार्ट किया आपने दिस कॉस्ट्यूम?
3 years back।
3 years बैक प्रोफेशनली। उसके साथ आपके पास स्टाफ से इसके लिए?
नहीं, मैं अकेले करता हूँ।
अकेले करते हो पूरा A to Z आप अकेले कर रहे हो? वाह वाह।
और रात में बैठे बैठे मैं सिलाई करता हूँ, 4-5 बजे मैं सोता हूँ और पूरा रात बैठ के मैं सिलाई मशीन से सिलाई कर रहा हूँ, राइनस्टोन चिपका रहा हूँ। ये चश्मा भी मुझे पहले नहीं था, चश्मा सिर्फ मुझे राइनस्टोन से चढ़ा है। हाँ, I was fully like I can see this thing without this चश्मा, लेकिन अभी मेरे को बिना चश्मे के नहीं दिखाई देता है because of the rhinestone. So this much I put myself to make people comfortable and positive at the same time, ताकि वो लोग easily अपने costumes यहाँ से ले पाएं।
डेफिनेटली मैं आपका करेज का ये दाग दे रहा हूँ, क्योंकि दिस इज too much, like you have put in your efforts, you have courage, you have fought against the society to a certain extent, and I think hats off. More and more viewers should consider this thinking in their life. It's not only in terms of belly dance. Whatever you want to become in life, maybe you want to be a doctor, maybe you want to be an engineer, maybe you want to be a trader, maybe you want to start your own saloon.
Yes.
Right? Every dream in this world requires talent, requires some kind of luck, and requires blessings from above. These 3 things are there, you can definitely achieve everything in life, right? Now, for example, last time when I was talking to one of my friends, he told me that I like cutting people's hair. I really like designing the hairstyle for you, but people in my house would not consider this as a very dignified profession. Why it is not dignified? Because we from small we have come up with that mentality, right? But when he told me that I really love this passion, right? He was also an auditor. He was working with me in ENY, Ernst & Young, and he told me that, Vinith, I'm very interested in this. I want to start my own salon, but the society, what they will think. You're educated, you have completed your chartered accountancy, but you like to cut people's hair, but then that is an interest. Yes. Right? So if you really feel that is for you, you can definitely do something very big in that industry, because what a barber can do, I cannot do.
Yeah.
He is skilled enough to do that.
Yes.
Right now, if people, for example, you guys are doing shimmies, I can't do. You know that maybe.
You can.
I think you should teach.
Yeah. So no. I'm just saying. Yeah, definitely. I might do 1 or 2 steps with you all. Like she said, any belly can dance.
Yes.
I can definitely do that. But you know, to get better in it, it's a talent, right?
Yes.
And talent is God gifted. You can do it. I'm not like, for example, anybody can trade, but to match my level of expertise will require time, right? It requires training, and it requires that there should be 50% can be put through learnings, 50% talent should be there within.
Yes.
Right, so this is what I'm actually trying, because I was just thinking for myself in the same example, if I have to go and cut someone's hair, I don't know how I would have cut it, because I don't know how to start that and how to end that, right? So that is the problem. But then see, this is how we need to improvise our mindset, and I think that would also get a big amount of change. So Shimmy Lane, right? If you, definitely you have also gone to different shows, received different awards, you have done something great in this industry in Mangalore. First of all, proud to be a Mangalorean. Second important part is, if you got a chance to choreograph a celebrity, like, you know, maybe someone in the Bollywood, right?
Okay.
What would be that, you know, who would that celebrity be? Okay, first thing, who would you want to teach in the future, right? And which step would you want them to master from you?
I don't think there would be one particular step as such. I mean,
First, who the celebrity would be?
Oh, there are so many. I love Jacqueline Fernandez. I love Deepika Padukone. But they're such great dancers. But I feel like, you know, I mean, I would love to work with them. I would love to teach them some few belly dance moves. So it wouldn't be a particular step. Maybe like choreograph something really small and, you know, get them grooving to a really nice, fun Arabic pop choreography. Maybe shooting with them, collaborating with them, or if not, just having that opportunity to at least share some of my knowledge with them. Because most of the time what happens is not them per se, but most of the time, I mean, what I've noticed, not to put down the Bollywood industry, but most of the time they choreograph songs wearing the belly dance costume, like the badla, which is like the bra and the skirt, and they won't be doing belly dance.
They'll be doing something else.
They'll be doing something else, and what really makes me sad as an artist to see is that we think that is belly dance. So many people come up to me in class and say, no, we want to do that song, we want to dance like that particular person. But that's not what belly dance is all about. You know, there is so much more to this art form,
right,
which we need to educate people and tell them, you know, like even if you ask any of the students also, even 1 month, 2 months into the art form, they will be like, oh my god, like this is what it's all about. So I think just breaking that that misconception people might have, that's, I think, something that it would be nice to
good, a very, very important point that you said. And like you told, steps are many steps, right? Recently in Kudla Afla, right, I don't know, by the way, all the dances you guys have done have been amazing, right? I think one of the dance that you did, right, wearing that purple costume, right, lavender or purple, lavender, and I know people were commenting Egyptian and everything. Was that a different type of belly dance form, or what exactly was that?
So I had performed,
because I saw people commenting like, Egyptian, this, that. So what is it? How different is it from the normal dance? Or was it? I want to know more about it.
People were commenting I look like an Egyptian princess.
Right.
So that was just a compliment, which I'm so grateful for. People, they're so sweet and so nice. It was a different look for me as well.
Right.
I mean, to get to that point, to work really hard for it, to get to that state. To practice hours, like, to do a show and to practice your own choreography.
Definitely.
I definitely could have done my all, but I feel like for whatever like time I had to put myself with that was really a good effort. And so I had done 2 things. So again, 2 different styles. One is it's more like lyrical romantic pop. So it's just like very emotional and just growing with the music. And the second style I did was the most common one which people groove to, the drum solo. Very fast paced, very fun, very interactive with the audience, which most of us will see on YouTube and Instagram. So these were the two art forms I did.
Wow, good. Yeah, amazing. You know, the entire event, and like you said, you have played a lead role in this. Like you said, organizing something, and maybe you should have put like for example, you are organizing the entire thing. You have put a lot of hard work behind this, event managing and all those things. So I thought maybe your dance would be one dance or two dance, but you know, I think there's so many performances by you yourself. So I feel that you were like that lead role. You have played that very good role. You know, definitely we have got national, international level belly dance artists who have joined with you, but then you still have played that that woman in the house kind of role, and I think I'm very happy to know this, and again keep that going.
Thank you so
Right. Yes. Coming back to Rhea. So Rhea, there'll be people with different mindset, different mentality who will come to you, maybe to learn about belly dance and different thing. What would be that one myth you definitely want, like, okay, that is the first thing that you want to remove from their mind, right? You would like love doing it, love breaking that myth, because you know, in life you always have certain myths. We have that mindset within us, okay, we believe that this is like that, but no, it is not like that. That was only your perception. It was a wrong perception that you had. So what would this myth be that you want to break?
Actually, I have two things in mind. First is belly dancing is easy. That is one thing that people walk into a class and they expect like they'll walk outside like moving like Shakira. They get very impatient with belly dancing because they feel it's going to be like a piece of cake. And when the reality hits them, they get very demotivated. So as teachers, all of us, we face this issue a lot. It's a lot of challenge to keep our students motivated, because this is not what they signed up for. They signed up for becoming Shakira in a month, and they're like, oh my god, nothing is moving. So it's really we're laughing about it, but internally we know we all are crying. We are crying. And the second thing would be that belly dancing is done by women for men in only sexual contexts.
Yes.
Because in the movies, you will always find, because again, conditioning, right? I spoke about conditioning. You see movies, there is a woman, there are people like men eating grapes, wine, and then, you know, this girl goes like, I don't know, there's barely any piece of clothing on her body. And the funny part is, you know, in India, we wear something called as maxi, right, at home. Our mums wear maxis. Belly dancing was done in those long galabeyas maxis.
Maxis, you're talking 90s.
Yes, 90s shaped gown, which are very loose, breathable cotton
And
fabric.
belly dance with that.
And yeah, belly dancing originally was done in those kind of dresses. Still do. A lot of Egyptians, they still dance. And this very concept of, because you know, a woman moving her hips, her pelvis, she owning her own body, it's very sensual. It's not sexual, it's very sensual, and that is very attractive to watch. If you see anybody in their element, that is highly attractive. You see a passionate cook cooking an omelette, but very passionate, you'll feel like, oh my god, it's like, what the
For example,
like,
Dolly Chaiwala, even like
you see,
there is passion in
there's so much passion. So when you see somebody owning their craft, doing what they love with utmost sincerity and love and joy, it becomes very magnetic. And that charm, media used it, okay. You know, belly dancing is viewed that way. So when they find out and when they learn more about the history, that it is a social dance. Like how in weddings, how when we dance together in a community. Men, women, everybody, they do dance. Like, you know, you can't say shadi mein jo hum bhangra dance karte hain, that is only for the men to watch women. Or even in India, we have a lot of beautiful community dances like Ghumar. Everything is covered, but if you see a Ghumar performance, a woman in her element, everything is covered, she will be as attractive as a belly dancing wearing a two-piece Bella costume. So these are the two things that I really love to see the look on the students' face, and not just my students. It's my responsibility to educate everybody around me, like how Sharlaine is also doing in Mangalore, right? People, they are very judgmental because they're very influenced by media, and second, some people must be curious. They don't know what the hell is going on. So not just inside the class, we are like walking examples, and like, you know, we are like stereotype breakers. Even when Rahul, he walks anywhere, I'm sure that is why a lot of people get triggered, because he is in his element. That is what is making him feel like amazing, wonderful, and people can't see that because it triggers something inside them. Maybe they are very insecure and unhappy in their life. Maybe they wanted to do something which they could not fulfill in their life, and when they see somebody else, there's a lot of triggering that happens. So it's wonderful to see the ice spark of people when they hear.
So viewers should understand something here is jealousy is a disease. You know, you need to ask them to get well soon. That's the first part. Second thing from your learning is, you spoke about, you guys are stereotype breakers anyways, right? You know, that's one of the part. Second part is, education is not just for certificate, right? What I believe is education gives you a learning to judge what is right and what is wrong. Right? So you told some people are not aware what they're doing. They are just following where the crowd is following. If the crowd is feeling that, okay, this is unusual, they also start thinking that this is unusual. Right? So education is not for certificates. Education is not to get a job. Right? Yes, that can be your entry criteria. But that is, education is the entire curriculum or anything that you learn. It gives you the authority, okay, or a complete, you know, what do you say? It gives you that learning to judge what is right and what is wrong. Right? So what I believe and what I understand from what you're trying to say is, people should, first thing is, they need to know and realize what they're saying or what they're talking, right? Second thing is breaking the myths, right? Belly dance, like often, you know, when we have thought, we see it happening in cabarets, pubs, right? Only in these places. So we automatically think that this is the only place where you see belly dance, right? And sometimes people just go to watch people, you know, doing shimmies there, right? But then that is how it is. But then this is like, since your initiatives like the academy, what Sharlaine has started, Shimmy Lane, Rahul Gupta, and definitely you are also doing. So through this, I'm definitely sure what you guys are doing is amazing. Through this, stereotypes are definitely going to be broken, mindset is going to be changed, right? And everything is going to get India in shape. Right? So I think this is really very important, and thank you for sharing that insight. So Rahul, the Shimmy King, being one of the top male belly dancers in India, how do you look at, you know, if you see there is some other male belly dancers who want to grow in the same field, how will you consider it? Will you be very happy for the rise, or, you know, you'll feel a little protective about this, or what is your mindset on this?
आई फील अगर नए बेली डांसर्स आ रहे हैं तो वो इस तरीके से आए कि वो रिस्पेक्ट, वो नेम और फेम को अच्छे से अगर ले पाते हैं अपने ऊपर और बेली डांस को अच्छे तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, प्लीज़ मोस्ट वेलकम. If you can't, if you make this dance form vulgar, please stay away from this dance style, because I have seen new belly dancers, they remove their t-shirt, they dance like Nagin, पूरा ऐसे चल रहा है और धाधा ऐसे हो रहा है. So I feel this is not required. You can dance like this as well.
ये जो male belly dancers का बात कर रहे हो ना,
especially male belly dancers, और कुछ जिसकी बॉडी बन गई वो चल रहा है, पूरा सेक्सी डांस हो रहा है, that is different. That is maybe part of your street dance style, some jazz style, some contemporary style, some ballet style. But the belly dance is something else जो आप उसको खराब कर रहे हो. And India don't need that. India has already this thing. वो अभी तक fight चल रही है. मतलब we male belly dancers still fighting about that thing कि अभी हम लोग उसको अच्छे तरीके से कैसे दिखाएं. लेकिन एक नया प्रोडक्ट आ जाता है मार्केट में, वो नंगा होके डांस करता है, बेल्ट पहन लेता है, कोई सिर्फ और सिर्फ निक्कर में डांस करता है. भैया नहीं चाहिए, मत आओ, मत करो, डोंट डू इट. अगर आप ये ऐसा कुछ कर रहे हो तो इस पर्टिकुलर डांस फॉर्म को छोड़ के करो, या फिर जो कर रहे हो उसका नाम लो. इफ यू आर डूइंग बॉलीवुड से बॉलीवुड, डोंट से यस, हाँ, डोंट से दिस कि दिस इज बेली डांस फ्यूजन और बॉलीवुड फ्यूजन और ये और दिस और दैट. मतलब नहीं होता. बेली डांस इज बेली डांस, ठीक है. आप उसको जिस तरीके से दिखाओगे उस तरीके से वो लेकिन कैटेगराइज होता है. एंड आई डोंट वांट एनी मेल बेली डांसर टू कम लाइक दिस. इफ यू रियली वांट एनी हेल्प of mine, I will definitely be helping you. Do come to me, do reach out to me. Definitely, I'll definitely be there for you. लेकिन हाँ, गलत तरीके से मत दिखाओ, ताकि आपको आपके खुद के बच्चे अगर आगे देखे, कल को अगर मेरा बच्चा पैदा होता है, अगर वो मुझे देखता है तो मुझे देखे तो देखे खुश हो. शर्म से मुंह ना छुपाए कि मेरे पापा क्या कर रहे हैं, या फिर मेरा कोई रिलेटिव देखे तो उसको प्राउड फील हो कि हाँ, इसने एक सभ्य तरीके से एक पर्टिकुलर आर्ट फॉर्म को दिखाया है. नंगापन नहीं दिखाया मैंने कभी भी. आई डिड अ रिसेंटली बॉलीवुड मूवी. दे टोल्ड मी कि आप, या आई डिड अ बॉलीवुड मूवी बट नॉट behind the camera or behind the curtain. I did in front of the camera, like in front of the curtain. So मैंने देखा कि उनका ये डिमांड था कि आपको बेली डांस करना है, बट लेकिन बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग पे. मैंने बोला नो, I can do belly dance in Arabic song or some drum solo music. उन्होंने बोला कि व्हाट इज डिफरेंट इन दैट और दिस, कि आप मतलब बॉलीवुड को और ड्रम सोलो को, जो भी आप बेली डांस कर रहे हो, उसको डिफरेंट तरीके से कैसे दिखा सकते हो. मैंने बोला यस, यहाँ पर जमीन और आसमान का फर्क है कि आप जब कोई पर्टिकुलर आर्ट फॉर्म कर रहे हो, आप उसका एसेंस और पूरा कल्चर उस आर्ट फॉर्म में और उस डांस फॉर्म में दिखा पा रहे हो. लेकिन आप सिर्फ बॉलीवुड कर रहे हो, या तो आपको लाइक आपके ऑडियंस कंफ्यूज होंगे, या आप क्या बोलते हैं नौरा फतेही दिखा रहे हो, या फिर आप क्या बोलते हैं पद्मिनी कोल्हापुरी दिखा रहे हो, या फिर आप माधुरी दिखा रहे हो, या फिर आप ऋतिक रोशन दिखा रहे हो, उसका आपको कोई पता नहीं चलेगा. लेकिन जब आप पर्टिकुलर आर्ट फॉर्म कर रहे हो, आपको डेफिनेटली पता चलेगा कि आप ये कर रहे हो. दैट्स व्हाई दे चूज मी फॉर ऑल ओवर द इंडिया. उन्होंने मेरे को चूज किया फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर मूवी, और बहुत अच्छे से मैंने उसमें काम किया. मैंने अपने बच्चों को भी चांस दिया, एंड आई एम फीलिंग प्राउड ऑफ माई सेल्फ कि मैंने अपने वर्ड पे रह करके वो काम किया.
ब्रिलियंट, ब्रिलियंट.
तो दिस इज
एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी. सो ये क्या मूवी कॉन्फिडेंशियल है क्या, और आप कहने सकते मूवी का नाम?
यस, क्रेजी फॉर डांस.
क्रेजी फॉर डांस कब रिलीज हुआ था?
ये 2022 में.
22. वेयर वाज लाइक कौन एक्टर्स थे इस मूवी का?
बॉबी धवन और some other actors. There are so many other actors. I didn't know the name, but yeah, it was a good 14 crores of movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a very good amount for performance and for everything.
वो उसका मूवी हम नेटफ्लिक्स में है, किधर देख सकते हैं?
हाँ, देख सकते हैं. Yes, I will send you the link.
Definitely. Happy to know. And ये जो क्या है ना, जब हम लोग ऐसे बात करते हैं, नेटवर्क करते हैं, वी गेट टू नो पीपल आर हैविंग डिफरेंट हिडन टैलेंट्स विद देम. बट जब ऐसे पॉडकास्ट रहता है ना, द यू गाइज फील फ्री टू टेल व्हाट आर द थिंग्स, और मे बी देयर सम पार्ट. ओके, ये तो मूवी का बारे में था. देयर कैन बी अदर थिंग्स आल्सो वेयर पीपल डोंट फाइंड that comfort level to share something. और but brilliant man, hats off to you. और जो बात आपने बोला ये ना, वो मेरे दिल में भी बहुत ये हुआ है कि in future also after your kid is born, or when others look at you, they should understand, okay, you have respected that profession and you have gone forward. I think that's the most important thing. One more thing, जब आपने पहले belly dance शुरू किया था, what was the reaction of your parents? मतलब मैं ऐसे भी बहुत आर्टिस्ट जानता हूँ जो आपसे तभी भी डिस्कस किया था मैंने, जो when they start something unique, उसको सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है उन लोगों का पेरेंट्स का, क्योंकि वो लोग सोचते हैं कि नहीं, आपको ऐसा नहीं करना है, आपको वो करना है, और ये ये तो फेमिनाइन है, ये डिफरेंट क्रिटिसिज्म और डिफरेंट माइंडसेट रहता है. बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर पेरेंट्स एंड सपोर्ट फ्रॉम योर फैमिली, आपका क्या आउटलुक है इसमें?
मेरा आउटलुक तो ये है कि मेरे को फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल नहीं पता था कि मैं बेली डांसर बनूंगा. हाँ, मुझे ये पता था कि मुझे डांसर बनना है. आई स्टार्टेड विद कथक, so I did Kathak, and my mom is a dancer.
Oh, wow.
Yes, she inspired me to dance. लेकिन पापा के प्रेशर में आकर के उन्होंने मुझे भी सपोर्ट नहीं दिखाया उस टाइम पर इतना ज्यादा. तो क्या हुआ कि मैंने जब डांस शुरू किया, मैंने डांस करते करते सोचा कि यार मतलब कुछ ऐसा करना चाहिए जो मेरे अंदर की आत्मा को महसूस कर पाए, कि मैं एक्चुअल में बिकॉज मेरा जो एक फेमिनाइन एनर्जी है वो अच्छे से निकल के नहीं आ पा रहा है. बिकॉज आप ठीक है, किसी भी आर्ट स्टाइल में आप ऐसे कर रहे हो, किसी में भी आप ऐसे कर रहे हो, बट एक बेली डांस में जब आप करते हो ना, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप अपने आप को जी रहे हो. बिकॉज बेली डांस ने मुझे अपने आप से मिलवाया है. कि मैं कौन हूँ, मुझे नहीं पता। आई वॉज नॉट दैट फेमिनाइन लाइक दिस मच दिस मच मूवेबल। लेकिन बेली डांस शुरू करने के बाद मुझे पता चला कि यार मेरे अंदर तो इतनी अच्छी कला है, इतना अच्छा ग्रेस है और मैं इसको दिखाऊं। फिर जब मेरे पापा को पता चला कि मेरे पापा को पता था कि ठीक है मतलब स्कूल में जा रहा है, कर रहा है, कथक कर रहा है, घुंघरू पहनने तक ठीक है, लेकिन व्हेन इट कम्स टू द टॉप एंड स्कर्ट मेरे पापा कहते हैं अब तो ये बर्बाद हो गया। सो मेरे पापा का सबसे बड़ा मतलब विरोध था मेरे डांस जर्नी को लेकर के एज ए बेली डांसर। वो कहते थे कि नहीं, हमने ये लड़का तो पैदा नहीं किया, हमने कुछ और पैदा किया है, ये हो कुछ और गया है। सो माई फादर्स रिएक्शन इज कम्प्लीटली लाइक दैट। और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उनका रिएक्शन ये सिर्फ इस वजह से था क्योंकि हमारे आसपास के सर्कल में जो लोग होते थे ना, और जो पापा के साथ में और हमारे घर के आसपास लोग रहते थे, वो इस तरीके से उनका माइंड ऐसे मैनिपुलेट करते थे। और पेरेंट्स हमारे क्या थे कि वो इन्फ्लुएंस हो जाते थे, होने के बाद वो फिर सीधा आके हमारे ऊपर अटैक करते थे। बट मैं हर एक पेरेंट्स को ये कहना चाहूंगा कि आप अपने बच्चों को समझो, आपके बच्चे किस दौर से गुजर रहे हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। बिकॉज देयर इज अ टाइम व्हेन पेरेंट्स फील लाइक कि हमें इसको खत्म कर देना चाहिए, हमें इसको घर से बाहर निकाल देना चाहिए। ऐसे मेरे पापा ने मुझे घर से बाहर निकाल दिया। आई फील लाइक सीरियसली दिस इज व्हाट आई डिजर्व, बट आई फील लाइक नो, आई डोंट डिजर्व दिस बिकॉज I am also part of your body, I am also part of your life, and you can't say this to me कि this is not our kid and ये हमारा बच्चा नहीं है और ऐसा हमने नहीं पैदा किया था, ऐसा हो गया था। बट लेकिन मैंने उनको हमेशा से रिस्पेक्टफुली तरीके से ग्रीट किया कि हाँ कोई बात नहीं, आप मेरे पापा हो और आपका हक है पूरा कि आप मुझे जैसे ट्रीट करना चाहो कर सकते हो, बट मेरा कोई हक नहीं है कि मैं आपको कुछ उल्टा सीधा बोलूँ। तो आई चूज कि चलो ठीक है, अगर मेरे घर से बाहर निकल जाने के बाद उनको वो खुशी मिलती है, शायद वो रिस्पेक्ट मिलती है, तो उनके लिए ज़्यादा अच्छा है, मेरे लिए भी ज़्यादा अच्छा है, ताकि हम दोनों ही एक बहुत अच्छे जीवन को व्यतीत कर पाएंगे, जी पाएंगे। तो मेरे पापा ने जब देखा कि मेरा लड़का बड़ा हार्ड वर्क कर रहा है घर से बाहर रह करके, आई गॉट अ टाइटल कॉल हरियाणा's फर्स्ट मेल बेली डांसर फ्रॉम द CM ऑफ द हरियाणा दैट टाइम। हाँ, थैंक यू। दैट टाइम देयर इज अ मिनिस्टर कॉल भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा, यस, हरियाणा का, गुड़गांव। सो वो टाइटल मिलने के बाद एवरी न्यूज़पेपर हैज कवर्ड माय स्टोरी एंड माय फादर गॉट टू नो कि मेरा बेटा बाहर रह करके मेरे बिना सपोर्ट के इतना कुछ कर रहा है, तो अब शायद मुझे उसे बुला लेना चाहिए। और मेरे पापा को रियलाइज हो गया था, क्योंकि सेम वही लोग जो मुझे बोलते थे, मेरे पापा को बोलते थे ना, उन्हीं लोगों ने बोला अरे देखो तुम्हारे बेटे का तो आज पोस्टर आया है, फोटो आया है। तो मेरे पापा को रियलाइज हुआ कि शायद वो उनका डिसीजन गलत था। और मैंने कभी भी उनको ब्लेम नहीं किया इस चीज़ के लिए कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ठीक है, वो जिस बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, बिजनेस बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, वहाँ पर ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं होती। उनके खानदान में एक ऐसा लड़का जो बेली डांस करते हुए निकल जाए, घाघरा चोली पहन के निकल जाए, उनको काफ़ी मतलब डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल फील होता होगा। बट लेकिन वो जो मोमेंट था उस टाइम पर उन्हें लगा कि नहीं, आई कैन सपोर्ट हिम एंड आई प्राउड ऑफ हिम। तो उस दिन के बाद उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया और आई थिंक मेरे लाइफ में सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज मेरे पापा ही थे और सबसे बड़ी जीत मेरे पापा ही थे कि मैंने उनका जो माइंडसेट है वो चेंज किया। आज मेरे पापा मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट करते हैं और मुझे बहुत अच्छा प्राउड फील होता है व्हेन माय फादर कम टू मी एंड टेल मी कि do you need any support? I feel like yes, I just need your support, like just I need give you a hug and give me a hug. I just need that because nothing else can beat it. And I feel every parent should support their kids. I want every parents to support their kids as much as they want because they really need you only, no one else. अगर पेरेंट्स का सपोर्ट मिलेगा ना, आपका बच्चा पता नहीं कहाँ तक चला जाएगा। So I feel कि आप अपने बच्चों को सपोर्ट करो और हाँ, सभी बच्चे अपने पेरेंट्स को भी प्राउड फील कराओ। बिकॉज अगर आप प्राउड फील नहीं करा पाओगे ना, तो आपके पास आसपास बहुत सारे लोग हैं आपको डाउन करने के लिए, आपके पेरेंट्स को नीचा दिखाने के लिए। तो आप कोशिश करो कि इतना हार्डवर्क करो, आपके पेरेंट्स भी आपके सामने हार मान जाए। दिस इज आई वांट टू से टू ईच एंड एवरी पेरेंट्स एंड द किड्स।
थैंक यू सो मच राहुल। और actually sorry for that, but we got to know the inner truth, जो बहुत important था। और you know, definitely you have achieved a lot man, and whatever you have done with your interest, जो बहुत बड़ा, you know, best thing that what I got to learn from here is even though that disowning was there in the beginning, at the end he came back to you and that you showed, I think this entire thing shows your journey, राइट क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, आर्टिस्ट को आर्टिस्ट ऐसे घर छोड़ के जाते हैं ड्यू टू ऑल दीज मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स, उसके बाद वो कभी नहीं आएंगे. दैट रियूनियन विल नॉट बी देयर एनी टाइम बैक. बट आपके इस स्टोरी में और आपका जो लाइफ जर्नी में वो रियूनियन था, वो बढ़िया चीज़ था. आपका पापा को भी रियलाइज हुआ, विच आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट. बट एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन मेरे मन में अभी है कि जब ये हुआ था, जब आपने पार्ट किया था घर से, व्हेन यू वे डिड यू, हाउ वाज योर डेज दैट टाइम? किधर गए थे आप? किधर जाके how was that?
There was one teacher जिनके पास मैं कंटेम्प्रेरी डांस सीखता था. उन्होंने 1 साल मुझे चांस दिया. उन्होंने
तो दिल्ली, आपका टीचर दिल्ली का ही है?
Yes, गुड़गांव दिल्ली का ही. हाँ, तो उन्होंने मुझे चांस दिया कि राहुल, I know how much potential you have, no problem.
So जब ये अच्छा हुआ था, आपने उस टीचर को कॉल किया?
Yes, because I was learning.
आपके एज कितना था?
मेरा उस टाइम पे 15.
फोन था आपके पास उस टाइम?
नहीं, फोन नहीं था उस टाइम.
Okay, so कैसा कनेक्ट किया?
My mom helped me.
Your mom?
Yes, my mom is like कि ठीक है, अब तुम जाओ और ट्राई करो कि मतलब उनके पास अगर तुम्हें हेल्प मिल जाए, बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो हेल्पलेस. बिकॉज माँ तो हमेशा पापा के साथ ही रहती है.
सही. और आपको सिबलिंग भी है?
हाँ.
सिबलिंग है क्या, लाइक सिस्टर ब्रदर?
दोनों है मेरे पास.
दोनों. ओके.
बट वो भी बहुत छोटे थे.
वो आप योर ओके.
हाँ, आई एम द बिग वन. सो मतलब उस टीचर ने मुझे बोला कि राहुल, मैं तुम्हारी हेल्प करूंगा, बट आई नीड अ वर्ड फ्रॉम यू. मैंने बोला यस, बोलिए. कह रहे कि मैंने तुम्हें देखा है कितना पोटेंशियल तुम्हारे अंदर है, लेकिन 1 साल से ज्यादा मैं नहीं करूंगा तुम्हारे लिए. मैं चाहता हूँ कि उस 1 साल में तुम इतना स्टैंड कर जाओ कि तुम्हें मेरी जरूरत ना पड़े, ना अपने पेरेंट्स की जरूरत पड़े. यू हैव टू हेल्प देम, यू डिडंट आस्क एनीथिंग फॉर देम. तो मतलब आप उनसे कुछ मांगो ना, बल्कि उनको दे पाओ, ऐसा आपको 1 साल के अंदर बनना है. देन ही इज द पर्सन हु हेल्प मी. यस, आई ऑलवेज थैंकफुल दैट पर्सन. आज भी जब मैं उनसे मिलता हूँ, बस रो पड़ता हूँ देख करके कि उसने मेरे को हेल्प किया था.
Yes.
And my mom was always connected to me by him only. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि चलो कोई तो है मेरे पास सपोर्ट करने के लिए. कोई बात नहीं, पापा नहीं है, एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा शायद वो हो जाएंगे. तो he was that person.
So he believed in you when no one else did.
Yes.
Right?
That's why I'm telling each and every student, do believe your teacher, because the teacher know you better than others. मतलब वो सब लोगों से बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे से आपको जानते हैं, because वो जर्नी आपकी यहाँ से वहां तक देखते हैं. Because आप जब पहली बार टीचर्स के पास आते हो सीखने के लिए, you are the complete blank page. Teacher is the one who always written on your page, and teacher knows how to written and what to written and how to behave with you.
Yes.
So teacher will only help you if you give all that respect and credit to your teacher. So teacher is the only person who make me Rahul Bellydance today, because if without teacher I didn't able to achieve anything.
So we can say teaching is a profession that teaches every other profession.
Yes.
Right. So I think बहुत insightful मिला आपका इस जर्नी में, और हमें भी बहुत सीखने को मिला है. Like जो whatever part that you have spoken, the difficulties that you have faced, I think we are getting to learn a lot about this. Sometimes when we can also connect that with our journeys, and I'm very happy for this. And one more thing I want to just highlight, even during the event day in Kudla Afla when I was there, before your show or when you got some time, you were in video call with your mom.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I have seen that, and you were happily showing her the performances,
Yes.
your dress, your stall that was kept there. And I have been noticing everything.
My God, you were the only person who noticed this, no?
I'm a very good observer.
Yeah.
Right? So, very happy, and I could see that live, and now you connected that.
Yeah.
So, thank you again. Thank you so much, Rahul.
Thank
and
you
I
so
think
much.
our viewers have definitely got to know a lot, and definitely they are also mesmerized,
Yeah.
with all these things.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, so Sharlaine, I know that you have trained with legends of belly dance, different teachers including Mohammad Shaheen, Rahul Gupta. So what was the experience? What was the most beautiful thing that you learned from them that has transitioned your life completely? One question. Second one is, I even saw Rahul Gupta came to this Kudla Afla with you. Though she was your teacher, she supported you. And I could see, the lot of effort she has also put, and her performances were also beautiful. So can you help me with this?
Well, actually speaking, I feel like every single teacher has something beautiful to offer in your journey. Definitely, Payal has played a major role in shaping my dance career. After COVID, So basically she helped me with till my advanced level, and even after that organizing festivals where all of us got that opportunity to learn from such amazing international teachers. And I think what's so insightful is that from each teacher, it's not just one thing. Yeah. It's like from each teacher, something very touching, like in that workshop. Like even if it's something simple or something you may feel like okay, but you pick out something and it stays with you. So I wouldn't really pinpoint one thing. Like for me personally, I am not a born dancer. I was someone who had to train myself to dance, which I tell all my students who are very stiff, who have come to me at a very later age in life with a similar experience, and they tell me, no, I can't do this. I keep telling them one thing: if I can do it, so can you. I remember spending 2 hours daily in my beginning stages, just training myself and getting to this stage where I am today, training myself consistently to open up my body and stuff like that. So that's something which was very important, which I learned from my teachers as well, that you have to, if you are passionate about something, you need to put in the hours, you need to put in the work.
That's important.
To get the results, right? So I think that's one thing that I would even like tell anybody who is asking, like, who would like to try belly dance or any skill, whatever it may be, if not belly dancing, trading, whatever it may be, if you're passionate, if you put in the hours and the effort, you will see results. Believe me, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be 2 months, but in the long run, you will see all the blessings.
Wow. Shimmy Lane has got people from different age, right? We could see youngest, maybe 15 to 20 years range, and the oldest 70, 75 years, who come and dance in these Kudla Afla and all these programs with so much confidence, with guts, with courage, right? Definitely, I think the products of Shimmy Lane are always growing, getting better. Definitely, even in our academy also we can see some of the students of Shimmy Lane. So so what is your outlook on this?
Like I had mentioned in the Kudla Hafla, every belly can dance. That is my motto, what I tell people whenever because that's the first thing when I get calls. No,
age doesn't matter, every belly can dance.
Any belly can dance, whether you're male, female, you're plus, like little on the hefty side, slim, whatever your body type is, you can dance, so that's what's really beautiful about this art form. And it's really got me connected to people of all age groups, like all the way from 5 years. Actually, I've trained a girl from 5 years for a competition, all the way till, like you mentioned, 73.
When is your next batch starting? Definitely, I think you and I need to enroll and make my belly also dance, right? So that's very important. Anyways, thank you. I think that's like learning, which all the viewers should understand. We learned about the importance of parents supporting us, right? We learned about the importance of the art, right? We learned about age is just a number. We learned about healing mindset, energy. How can we use the positive energy within us, which is already there, right? So I think all these learnings and key takeaways will always help us in our life, no matter what we are doing, what field, what passion we are following, right? So Rhea, again, see, sometimes it's very difficult, as a teacher, right? The combination of healing as well as dancing, being a mind coach as well as a dancer, you're helping so many people solve their problems. You're giving solution to the problems. For me also, as a businessman, right, I sleep waking up tomorrow, okay, see, my mentality is I am giving solution to so many financial problems as a trader, and I'm happy to wake up the next day and give the solutions to people, because for me, business is not just about making money. Right? For me, business is about giving solution to someone. Similarly, I believe that in the same case, whatever you guys are doing, it's the same thing. You're providing solution to people one way or the other, right? But when you yourself had an emotional drawdown or a breakdown, how have you handled it? We can see that, okay, others might have got inspired from you, and it might have helped them to overcome their problems. But you yourself, when you're in a similar kind of situation, how have you overcome that?
Wow, it's it's going to be a very interesting question, since as someone who is teaching, there is just a common perception of people to think कि इनके साथ तो सब बढ़िया ही है, probably ये शुरू से ही ऐसे थे. Nobody has
Always
seen,
happy.
हाँ, always happy, always positive. They don't see, they have not seen my journey, my life, my struggles, right? And when they hear about it, it is very shocking to them, because इन्हें लगता है ऐसा possible ही नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है. I came from a broken family. Like, my parents got divorced very early in my life. And then choosing belly dancing as a profession, I left my cost management accountancy course, and then
CMA India or CMA US?
India.
India.
Yeah, I finished it half पे आधा करके मैंने छोड़ दिया. And then when I was at that phase of my life जहाँ पे मैं चीज़ें figure out कर रही थी कि what do I really want to do in my life? Will sitting in a cubicle, going into this manufacturing plants, doing all this cost accounting work will give me that joy, a sense of purpose? And the answer was straight no. Even though I loved accounts, I loved business, I was the topper in my school for accounts and business. Economics, but these two subjects were like my strengths. So it was a big shock for my mother as well, and she didn't take it really well. And over the time, because how in Rahul's story also, when you don't have parent support, you tend to have, आपके पास में ऐसी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाती है ना जो शुरुआत से आपकी लाइफ में होती नहीं है, ये क्रिएट हो जाती हैं, नई प्रॉब्लम्स आ जाती है. एंड दैट इज व्हेन आई फेल्ट दैट मैं ऐसे सिचुएशन में हूँ जहाँ पे देयर इज नोबडी टू हेल्प मी एट दिस पॉइंट. एंड इफ यू सी, दिस इज द हार्ड ट्रूथ ऑफ लाइफ, दैट यू आर अलोन. No matter what family, your partner, your child, you're always alone. And human beings live in this security कि हमें insecurity, कि हमें security चाहिए. पूरी जिंदगी उनकी security ढूंढने में निकल जाती है. घर चाहिए, family चाहिए, बच्चा चाहिए, बुढ़ापे में कोई ख्याल रखने वाला चाहिए. This puts a human being into a very negative space, क्योंकि आप फिर चीज़ों के पीछे भाग ही रहे होते हो. Dependency हो जाती है. And that is what I hated when I was a child. I never wanted to be dependent on anybody. And I have seen my mom, as a working woman, she had to work very early because my father was still figuring out his life. तो मेरी मम्मी ने जॉब स्टार्ट करी, and I was young and I was left alone. I don't have any siblings. तो मैंने काफ़ी अपना टाइम ना अकेले बिताया है. तो अकेले टाइम बिता के I think that stage where people feel lonely in their later part of their life, probably जॉब के बाद या फिर जब स्कूल से फ्रेंड्स छूट जाते हैं, they feel that sense of loneliness, right? I felt so lonely that I wanted to come out of it. And that's when I started looking for solutions. That okay, then I found out, okay, dancing makes me really happy. Singing was something that really brings me joy. So I kept looking for things that brings me happiness. And when finally I figured out that, with dancing, with yoga, with understanding my own self, with investing time in myself, not investing all of my time in finding security in the external world, finding my internal world, understanding my core, what do I really like, what do I don't like, what are the non-negotiables in my life, do I want to bow down to somebody else. It's not about money. It's not like I don't want my partner to support me or I don't need any kind of support, but there is a sense of empowerment that you get when you know that आपके लिए हो, you are very much capable. And I wanted to make myself capable. That's why I learned psychology. That's why I chose a path which gave me a sense of empowerment. I felt empowered. Initially it was a struggle because again, belly dancing, market नहीं है. There's a lot of बहुत सारे hurdles हैं. It's not an easy thing that आप engineering कर लो, degree मिल जाए and then you go have a job. Or it's not a classical art form that colleges में इसकी पढ़ाई होती है. You do a degree and then you get a dignified, respectful job as a teacher in a school. It's not like that. We have to create our own path, our own ways. And every dancer in that sense has their unique selling point, something that they bring to the dancing community. And I felt through my life, I want to make the people who are coming to me feel a sense of empowerment that no matter what happens in their life, it's okay to fall down. You can come back. How you can develop skills, how you can find your strengths so that if you fall, you come back. Maybe पहली बार आप गिरोगे, आपको 1 महीने लगेंगे. The first time I fell into like anxiety and depression and all of that took me a very long time. I kept falling again and again, but I seeked help because I made a choice. मैं चाहती थी वो. And I feel that this wanting, this sense of wanting कि I want to be independent, I want to be empowered, takes a human being a long way. चाहत होनी चाहिए. And there's a teacher of mine who has been the biggest inspiration of my lifetime. Her name is Meher Malik. And she said this beautiful thing to me, वो कोशिश ही क्या जो कामयाब ना हो. And that stuck to me like forever. I kept on working on myself, so much to a point that now my presence itself makes people feel a sense of confidence in them कि अगर ये कर सकती है तो हम भी कर सकते हैं. Because I'm very young. I'm a woman, and again, same, going against parents, leaving the house, figuring things by themselves. ह्यूमंस की लाइफ में बहुत दुख होता है, कभी कभी उस दुख को आप मेजर नहीं कर सकते एक दूसरे से. किसी के लिए एक बच्चा कहीं अपने पढ़ाई के लिए बाहर चला गया है, women they break down, and when they come into the class they find this sense of community, they find a sense of empowerment, जब उन्हें लगता है कि oh, this person in front of me, they see somebody else transforming, it gives them a lot of hope. So I feel that way my work is very fulfilling, and I wanted to bring this movement and healing aspect into everybody's life, whoever I am with.
Awesome. Suffer ka phal meeta hota hai. Right. So that is whatever we have learned and we have come across. There's a beautiful book of Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. He says that world is a stage and we are just actors in it. We come and we go back, right? And that is the thing that you told. We come alone, we go back alone, right? This is just a stage. We come here, we play our parts, and we are no more. So what impact you get in life is important. How have you lived your life is very important. And what have you bought? What is, you spoke about USP, unique selling proposition, that every dancer has, right? Similarly in your life, what uniqueness that you have bought, right? One more thing that I read, you fall down 7 times, stand up 8, right? How much ever times you fall down in life, you keep on trying, you're gonna reach there. You spoke about koshish, you spoke about hunger, right? When you are hungry, you will get, you will reach your goal. Today or tomorrow, you have to be focused, right? Because see, I remember, I can connect this with my life totally. When I started trading, definitely, like I told you all, trading was something that was very new in Mangalore. We are Mangalore's first financial market trading academy, and proudly we can say, as per Jack Ma, CEO of Alibaba, he says that when you are the first, you will probably be the best. Right? And it is a very catchy point which has helped us also, right? Today, even in South Karnataka, we are the only SEBI licensed firm registered with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, and we get the college invites, we get different calls for different workshops. Similarly, in my life is like your life, where we have a setup, we have college students coming here, okay, who consider us as, their life changers, we can be their game changers overall. So, even we, that's a pride that, we carry. But what I feel here is very important for us to understand in life, right? Challenges are a part of the process. But if you're sticking to your goal, you will definitely reach there. I still remember 4 years back when there was no identity. Right now, even if we have a paid workshop, we have more than 200-300 people attending our workshops. Recently, we had workshop in Enopoya attended by 800-900 people. We had workshop in Agnes, 1,000+ people joined, right? But I remember 3 years back when there was no, 3-4 years back when there was no identity, I had organized a free workshop during Christmas. But I think 6 or 7 people turned up. 6 to 7 people. It was an online workshop. But today, if I keep the same online workshop, we can easily see 800 to 1,000 people joining. Right? That is the different kind of, change that you see in yourself. And always remember, even in terms of business, you all spoke about family, you all spoke about support. Understand that your first 100 sales will be from strangers. Right? So I would say, even for my life, right, I would give credits to the strangers, because they were the people who believed in me when no one else did. And automatically, when strangers have supported you, strangers have supported me more than people who knew me from so many years. And that is the similar pattern that happens in your life. or any business that you're dealing with. So I think this is the beautiful learning that we have got from this podcast. And this podcast should definitely boost the belly dance industry to a different level. Mangalore, Bangalore, all the places around, right? Definitely we already hands down have two good artists just from Karnataka, and we have one from the Rajdhani, right, Delhi. So that is how the entire concept is. So this is what our viewers should understand: the mindset, focus, growth. Just focus on what you like, focus on what you love, because love is the only language that works in this world. So Rahul, और एक क्वेश्चन आपको पूछना था, जो व्यूअर्स के मन में भी हो सकता है, जब मैंने आपका जो कुडला अफला का परफॉर्मेंस देखा था ना, हम लोग भी पूरा फैंस जैसे खड़े थे आपको चीयर करके, और मैं when I heard the audience speaking, some of them even we cannot shake our body that way, उतना डेडिकेशन, उतना पैशन और उतना परफेक्शन से वो आप जो शिमी कर रहे थे और दो स्टेप्स कर रहे थे, what is the secret behind this?
I think I know my feminine side. लड़कियां भी जब अपने उस फेमिनाइन साइड को समझ,
क्योंकि लड़कियां लिटरली बोल रहे थे मुझे भी I cannot shake that way,
तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि वो अपनी बॉडी को समझ जाएंगे ना कि उनकी बॉडी ऐसे मूव कर सकती है, वो अपने उस फेमिनाइन साइड को प्यार करने लगेंगे, तो शायद वो निकल के आएगा. मतलब इफ आई कैन से दैट इफ आई डांस लाइक अ मैन, लाइक हिप हॉप डांसर, वो नहीं आएगा. आई नो माई फेमिनाइन साइड, कि मेरा फेमिनाइन साइड में कितना ग्रेस है, कितना ज़्यादा मूव कर सकती है मेरी बॉडी. तो I took that as compliment, as an appreciation, and it really means a lot to me, because जब लड़कियां ऐसा बोलती हैं तो काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है. मुझे कभी ऐसा बुरा नहीं लगा, लेकिन हमेशा बहुत अच्छा लगा है कि लड़कियां खुद कह रही हैं कि मेरी बॉडी आपकी जैसी नहीं चलती है. अरे चल जाएगी, डेफिनेटली चलेगी. It just need practice, lot of training, lot of understanding. You just need to know yourself, who you are from inside of your body.
Hey guys, so wonderful having you all at VD and Associates Trading Academy, coming to our podcast studio and discussing a lot of things. Definitely our viewers have learned a lot. Other than the learnings, definitely the courage, the dedication, and all the things that you all have put up in your life journey is definitely easy for us to understand what is the path you all have gone through. And definitely there are so many people who might be living the same kind of life that you guys have initially lived, and this will definitely help them to grow ahead in their life. So thank you so much for sharing the story of your success. We have got a lot of learnings from this, and it was so insightful and so productive, right? So again, thank you for being here at VD and Associates Trading Academy.
Thank you so much for having us, Vinith. It was such a lovely experience.
Thank you.
Personally working with you and your team at VD Associates, I must say you're such a humble human being and very professional. And even your students have also come to Shimmy Lane. You've always supported our event and everything. And your incredible journey in the financial revolution in Mangalore, like this whole thing that you're creating here is absolutely amazing. And you always have our support as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharlaine. See, it was even when we thought of this, right? Like even when we thought of this podcast, I just asked you, can we do something like this? And this turned out to be such a beautiful collaboration. And Rhea also, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. And I feel as business owners, in the future, we will definitely come to you for a lot of help, because trading is something which I have been very afraid of. It's very daunting. Like nobody teaches it, and you're doing such an amazing job creating.
That is what people say. Now, see, I am scared now to start learning belly dance, but you guys know how it. Similarly, it's the same thing here. So I would say trading is not risky; it is sexy, right? So that is the mindset, because we have lived this for the last 7 years, and definitely reach out to us. We'll definitely compound, and you guys also can use the right financial practices. Adopting the right financial practices is important. The right insurance at the right time, right investments, and not go with the traditional practices, right? So same thing that you guys are doing, the most Gen Z thing and most new thing. Similarly, we have got a lot of things here, and definitely we will be a lot of help, and we can.
And I believe there is not much financial education that we learn as kids in schools, or even our parents are very unaware. So it's as now more and more youth are having like their own businesses, right? Everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. So learning about money, understanding how finances work, you're doing a job which will, I think, possibly help millions of
Thank
lives,
you,
not
thank
just
you
in
so much.
Mangalore, in India, globally.
Thank you so much. So rightly said, that is why the tagline of VD Financepedia is the money school, right? So it
yeah.
is, yeah.
So Vinith, I really wanted to add something here, and the first thing I really like about your presence, about your understanding, about telling everything about your company, about your brand, about your strategies, that was so beautiful. And I am meeting you for the very first time, and it didn't feel like I'm meeting you for the very first time. And thankful to Sharlaine that she called me here and give me this opportunity to talk to you and share my journey with you. So I really thankful to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think we're done with our amazing podcast, and now we are here back for a rapid fire round, okay? I hope you all are excited.
Yes.
Alright, so the first round, that is Spill the Tea edition, playful and sassy. So I think I want to get started with Mr. Rahul Gupta. So Rahul, what's your current celebrity crush?
Hrithik Roshan.
Awesome. Okay, next.
One word your ex would use to describe you. Okay, now the most extra thing you have done for a performance.
Extra. So many things I'm trying to think of one. Yeah, nothing's coming up. Most extra thing.
Okay, time's running.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, Rahul, what's the extra thing that you have ever done for a performance?
I put so many extra music to make my performance more beautiful.
Next one, what's the most expensive thing you have plugged on lately? What's the most expensive thing?
My belly dance costume.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the bigger drama queen, dancers or traders?
Dancers.
Alright, so done with the first round? Moving on to the lights, camera, vibe edition, which is more fun and glamorous. Right, I'll start with Sharlaine. What's the wildest rumor you've heard about yourself?
Wildest rumor. Oh. I'm horrible at this. Wildest rumor.
Anything that comes to your mind.
Wildest rumor.
Somebody caught you something.
Oh, that's your wildest rumor. Rumors. I'm trying to think. There are when I think, but then now it's not coming to me when you put.
So is it a pass?
It's a pass.
Okay, Mr. Rahul, what's the most controversial thing or the wildest rumor that you've heard about yourself?
I have heard about myself that some another male belly dancer had a crush on me. Yes,
okay.
and that's a true rumor as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
feel.
yes, one fashion trend you regret following. Yeah.
Oh, getting those bangs.
Oh well.
Okay, alright. So, Sharlaine, who would play you in your biopic if it is going to be released?
Like a Hollywood actress I can pick, or is it
Yeah.
have to be
You can
or
pick
it has to be Indian?
Bollywood.
actress.
Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever you feel.
Who would play me? Maybe I love Alia Bhatt's work. Why not Alia Bhatt? She does
Nice.
a fantastic job in biopics. Why not?
Okay, Rhea, this is for you. If your personality were a cocktail, what it would be called?
Oh, wow. I don't drink much alcohol. Sorry, I don't drink much alcohol.
Oh, okay. So I think the
I could
second
pass.
pass.
But I also don't drink, no. तो मेरे को तो पता ही नहीं है कि क्या होता है cocktail और ये सब मुझे.
I think we need to ask Sharlaine now.
Even I stopped drinking, but I
But-
can give it. Yeah, in the past.
Past,
speaking of-
yeah.
I think I would be a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Alright, now coming to the last part, that is the soul and swagger edition. deep but playful. And I think I have to start with Rhea when it comes to this. Okay, what's one habit or ritual that keeps you grounded?
Biting my lips.
Sharlaine, if your energy had a color, what could it be and why?
I think red, because not trying to be boastful, but like I put myself like in a aura where people, I just give my energy out to people, even though I tell myself no, it's just there. So love, basically.
Amazing. Okay. Coming to Mr. Rahul. What's the one fear you had to overcome as a performer?
If my dress fall down.
Yeah, that's such a
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Coming to Rhea. Okay, this is interesting. What's the craziest feedback you have ever received from a student or a fan?
Craziest.
Yes.
I don't know if it comes under the compliment but I got like a marriage proposal right after my performance. So a guy walked up to me and like, please will you be my wife? And I was like,
Okay. Now, Sharlaine, the last question, most interesting one. Okay, if you had to teach Dr. Vinith Dcosta a belly dance move, which one would it be? And I want you to do it for him.
Yes, but he has
And
to not
Vinith.
the frame, but
Yes,
I need to
Vinith.
demonstrate,
Come on.
you know, if you do it consistently, you will burn calories also. Don't worry. So keep your knees soft, okay? And what you're going to do, very simple. You know, like an elliptical, no? I tell my students this funny example. That elliptical at the gym you see, imagine it's like a default button and suddenly it goes right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Yes. So your knees are going to go forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So keep it very simple and slow. Right and left, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Yes, good. Keep that going. Now can you go a little faster? So keep your feet grounded. Yeah, don't lift it off the ground. And just keep the knees moving.
Okay.
And then now, what's happening in the belly? Your belly?
It's moving.
Yes. You're doing the shimmy.
Thank you. Thank you, belly dance artists, for coming to this amazing podcast and sharing all your insights, life journey, and giving us a lot of learnings from here. I'm deeply grateful to you all, and because of this, we have got a memento to be given, which we give to all our podcast guests. So the first one is to Mr. Rahul Gupta, the Shimmy King. Round of applause.
Thank you so much.
The founder of RG School of Raqs.
Thank you.
Congratulations. One is Miss Rhea Baral, right? Mind body coach, please come.
Thank
Congratulations. And this is the token of love from VD and Associates. Shimmy Lane, the dynamic, the energetic Miss Sharlaine Sequeira. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Shimmy.